We have tonight Greg in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks. Pass to Edgecombe. Sinks the three-pointer.
Locked and loaded. Edgecombe firing at will.
Al Harden. Left side, Leonard. And here is Zubac. Can't hit from in close. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside, George. 18 feet out. Jump shot is good that time.
Embiid, a versatile shot maker, showing off his mid-range game there.
And here's Harden. To the middle. Wants to get it to Oubre and does. Pass to Edgecombe. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Well, with Zubac, obviously, Clark, you're getting strength. But he's underrated when it comes to skill. Good passer and nice ball skill.
Kevin, I like his little jump hook in the post. He's got a nice little touch with the push shot in there. He can get it done anywhere in the paint. You know, he knows exactly when to look for and take his shots. His IQ playing inside is as good as it gets.
Leonard, no luck.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Al. LaForce. Now here's Harden. Leonard outside. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it. You think back to the prime years of Kawhi Leonard, Clark. He was absolutely dominant.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, so few wings could dominate the way Kawhi did when he was healthy and in his prime. I mean, he could score at all 3 levels, especially in that mid-range game. Absolutely lethal. And then defensively, he was a stopper. He would just turn people's water off. In his peak, he was as good as any two-way player we've had in the league.
Now here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
Outside Harden. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Harden. From behind the arc. The rebound by Embiid. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Oubre inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
An incredible athlete. Kelly Oubre Jr. looks to throw it down.
Here's Harden. Rebound by Philadelphia.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Counted from distance.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Edge penalty. First personal foul. First team foul.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Now Harden to the inside. Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Well, you got to admire the precise passing of Harden. All he needs is a little crack to thread the needle.
Screen by Embiid. Pass to Maxey. George for 3. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Maxey. George outside. Philadelphia moving it around. 6 to shoot. That doesn't go either for George.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything for him.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
Right side Harden. Here's Zubac. Still without a bucket. over Embiid. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Philadelphia leading by 7. Pass to George. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. The shot by Dunn, no good. Now here's Maxey. Kicks it to George. Outside Maxey. Now here's Embiid. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Embiid's got 6.
When you have that kind of size advantage, you just need to go right to the rim.
Harden into the lane. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step-back 3 against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
For 3, Maxey. Clippers trail by 8. 1:51 left in the first. Count it.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home. Extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
Back to Maxey. From deep. Batum pulls it in. George with a steal. Pass to Embiid. Back to George. Screen by Embiid. Down low. He's off on the layup. So it's Los Angeles now. They trail by 6. Outside Harden. Pass to Lopez. Outside Harden. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Maxey. Harden's shot is good.
If you give Harden even a sliver of space in the mid-range area, forget about it.
Here's Maxey. Takes it inside.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Back to Harden. And Harden gets the double team. Batum outside. Lets it go from deep. Joel Embiid with the board. The Sixers lead by 6. Inside. Back to Lopez. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey. These are his first free throws of the game.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia on top. They lead by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Pass to George. Well, Clark, players sometimes talk about the game slowing down as they gain experience.
Well, it's the benefit of experience, understanding situations, having gone through various situations as you get more engaged in the league over time. The more you understand where you're supposed to be, usually you can get there on time or early, and you're more reactive versus thinking. Boy, Dunn is fantastic at moving the ball around, finding teammates with ease.
Outside Oubre. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Oubre. And here's Embiid. 6 points for him. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams making some changes here. They swipe it. Pass to Drummond. It's McCain on the wing. The 3. Second chance effort. And the jam by Drummond.
You know, I would venture to say if you didn't run one play for Drummond all night, he still could score in double digits. He is an incredible offensive rebounder.
To the paint. Leonard, left side. 6 on the shot clock. Over Edwards. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you've got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Well, Clark, for over a decade now, the Clippers have essentially been a staple in the postseason.
Yeah, B.A., they sure have been. They've only missed the playoffs twice since 2012. Staying competitive during that stretch, despite a great deal of roster turnover and some major injuries to deal with as well.
That one's no good.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. John Collins becoming a knockdown shooter. He said, I think I've always had the ability to shoot. I'm just feeling it from 3 right now. My teammates are doing a good job of finding me in the spots that I like, and I've worked on my shot a lot, and I'm sort of settling into it. Brian, back to you.
Very capable. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Back to Harden. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Edwards with it. He's scoreless. Jacks up a 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Clippers trail by 7. To win the drought. Leonard on the take.
Tons of power and momentum behind Leonard's drive. He's not easy to stop when he's going like that.
Launches a 3. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Pass to Drummond. Here's Grimes. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now Zubac. Outside Harden. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And Los Angeles making a change here.
Nicholas Batum. Christie.
Clock at 6. With some arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. And another miss by Philadelphia. The Clippers trail. Up top, Collins. Fires the 3. Edwards pulls it in. Watford outside. The 3 is up. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Pass to Christie. 4-3. It doesn't go for him. And here are the 76ers. Now Watford. Collins defending. To the middle. And Harden with the slam.
An aggressive move from Harden at the hoop. Really good to see him take it to the defense like that.
Outside Edwards. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go that time.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Outside Harden. Batum outside. Puts up a three. Excellent D there from McCain. And here are the Sixers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Mark him up for the board and dunk. Drummond's MO is to own the paint.
Outside Harden. Collins outside. Back to Harden. Collins a screen. There's the triple. Rebound by Philadelphia. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Grimes. Back to Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 4-point 76ers lead.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Zubac screen. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Sixers ahead, up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
17.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And Maxi's got the ball here for the 76ers. They lead by 4. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested threes.
Outside Harden. And Harden gets the double team. And Collins with the slam.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins, taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
Oubre with it. Picked up by Collins. Pass to Embiid. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard outside. For the tie. Paul George pulls it in. The Sixers leading. Down low. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to George. Launches it. Philadelphia with another miss. So it's Los Angeles now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. On the wing, Harden. He's got 5 to the paint. Just 4 to shoot. On the wing, Harden for the lead. It's hauled in by Oubre. George outside. Oubre can't hit. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Harden. And he hits it to tie the game. Harden's got 7.
Harden's so good at getting the shot he wants and making tough shots when he has to. Great agility.
Inside. Here's George. They double team George. Here's Embiid. He has 6. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Leonard going in, and he lays it up and in. He's got 7.
Skilled at getting inside and doing work down there. Kawhi Leonard is a confident scorer.
Outside Maxey. George for 3. Nails it from 3. George has got his second basket.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Leonard looking over the floor. 5 to shoot. To the inside. The rebound by Embiid. Now here's George. He's got 6. Maxey attacking. Kicks it to George. Inside. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
George continuing to become a better passer. That's one area that's clearly improved over his career.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Philadelphia leading by 3. For 3, George. They get it again. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall. George has got 9.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
Here's Sanders. No made baskets yet. Driving in. Looking to end the run. Joel Embiid with the board. And the 76ers with possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Guys, back over to you.
And looking to protect it. All right, thank you, Allie. Outside Oubre. Philadelphia moving it around. For 3, Maxey sinks the tray. And now it's an 11-point 76ers lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
Fires for 3. And the 76ers another 3.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Here's Christie. Rebound by Philadelphia. Now Philadelphia with it. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. Pass to George. There's the 3. And the three-pointer goes. George has got 11 in the second half.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Pass to Lopez. Here's Sanders. And he banks in the layup. Sanders has got his first basket.
And that's exactly what he's looking to do more and more. Lopez creating for his teammates.
To the paint. Here's Bona. Oh, Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Paul.
The Clippers, 27.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Clippers trail by 15. Here's Sanders. Outside Harden. This one for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Hey, defensively, when you're guarding Harden, the last thing you want is for him to get a rhythm from deep. He can blow a game wide open when he does.
Here's Watford. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Watford's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Sanders. Batum outside. Three-pointer. Kept alive. Left side, Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
And Edwards slams it in.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And the Clippers making a change here. Down low. Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Putting that Stanton to the test. Big fella. Banging it down.
Philadelphia moving it around. Outside McCain from 20 feet. And James Harden pulls it down.
And that's a low percentage shot. And I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Pass to McCain. Here's Bono. Oh, they get a hand on it. Done with a steal. To the middle. Here's Collins. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Watford left side. Pass to Bona. Outside Edwards. There's a screen. Fires high post. Rebounded by Lopez.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
The Sixers lead by 15. Leonard with a double team. Outside Edwards. It's Grimes on the wing. Over Leonard. Philadelphia with another miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Lopez. No good with a jumper from the wing. McCain with it. Done in his pocket. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Number 40, Ivica Zubac.
And here's Edwards to snap the cold streak. And another miss by Philadelphia. On the wing, Harden. Back to Leonard. He launches. Up again. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Jams it home.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Well, injuries a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, B.A., and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down. And Quentin Grimes also impressive.
Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
And you've got to give Ivica Zubac a lot of credit for how tough the Clippers have been, Clark.
For sure. I mean, he's a contender for Defensive Player of the Year pretty much year in and year out. He controls the defensive backboards, does a great job on the offensive glass, and his pick-and-roll chemistry with Harden is already terrific and is getting better game by game.
Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Now Collins. Now Zubac. Harden. No good from three. Oh, he jammed it.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the 76ers.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Paul George.
Tremendous contribution from him scoring the basketball. Everywhere you look, his fingerprints were all over this game.
Here's George. Done with a steal. Harden fires. Buries it from outside.
For three.
Now Philadelphia with it. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Fourth team foul. Substitution on the court.
The lead is 15. George left side. It's tipped. Now it's Maxey. Pick by Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Oubre with a rebound. George knocks down the trifecta. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Clark Kent.